Let's focus on making each other better. Okay, obviously we're trying to do a lot individually and earn our spot, but the best thing we can do, make each other better, man. That's coaches, players, all of us, all right?
Great to have you with us. A brand new year of Blue Devil basketball is underway. In transition, on the drive, feed it to Lively, what a catch, fed it to Filipowski to rock the rim!
Remember in high school, people would tell you guys you couldn't play together.
Yep.
And here we are. You guys have been
for sure.
Pretty good 1-2 punch in there.
For sure, yeah, that's what I've been telling them every day too, is we laugh about that every day.
Roach with 5 to shoot. Dancing, drives on Nance, off the window, no, Lively to clean it up! Throw it down! Duke by 2, 1:32 to go! For the 19th time, the Blue Devils have run the table at home, unbeaten in Cameron, and they knock off the Wolfpack 71-67. Redemption indeed. And for Duke, the dynasty continues. They've won their 22nd ACC title. And for Jon Scheyer, in his first season, he's an ACC champion as a head coach. And Jon Scheyer's going to pick up his first NCAA tournament win and do it in style.
They've shown what they're made of. You know, I hope Duke Nation is proud because they got some special guys behind them. Well, overall, I'm really proud of the season that we had. There's, of course, it's a bittersweet feeling anytime you lose to end your season, and there's only one team that can end their year with a win. But I just love the basketball we were playing towards the end of the season. You know, it took us a little while to get there, a younger group, some of the injuries, but the fact that our group was together, we grew tremendously through the whole year. I'm really proud of that, and really, as we've looked at, you know, statistically speaking, and also just the eye test of watching us play, we felt like we were playing as the best team in the country before losing to Tennessee, and you have to give them credit. The thing you can take for granted is continuity, and for us, that was a huge challenge when you had a new group as is with only one guy that played on last year's team in Jeremy. And then the injuries were at different times, and it was even in the preseason. You know, we had a week and a half there. Tyrese, Dereck, Dereck, all were out. And so we're practicing, but you're not practicing with the guys that are going to be key players and have key moments for you. And I thought that that's something for me that, you know, I won't take for granted. I didn't take for granted, you know, when we had it at the end of the season. From the beginning, I think there was a lack of security with, you know, not knowing individually who our guys were as players, and then also for them, then because they didn't know who they were, it was hard to make others better in that way. And by the end of the year, everybody that was on the court was making each other better. And it starts with their individual play, but it also carries over to the way we communicate on the court, the aggressiveness that we had, and ultimately playing really instinctual, which is how you want to play the game.
Off the window, counted in a foul! Jeremy Roach in takeover mode down the stretch yet again.
I'll remember about this team how it started with, you know, the first half of the year where we got knocked back many times, and they always responded. You know, we had, besides one loss that we had, we bounced back with a loss with a big win. And the only loss that we had 2 in a row was at Virginia, which we were right there in the final moments to have a chance to win. And so I'm really proud of their response. I'm proud of their resiliency. And I'm proud, look, in college basketball in 2023, we don't have these teams for as long. And so there's a lot of individual aspirations. We have a group of freshmen who can be and will be NBA players. So your mind can go other places. And for our guys, they stuck right in the moment. They stayed together. And that's what I'm most proud of.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade and our commitment to fuel tomorrow. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. With zero sugar and refreshingly delicious, is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
I need to try it first.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
The buzzer beater, that moment when time stands still. Our collective breath held as the ball hovers above the rim. But almost a third of those shots were set up by a passer who made the smart choice. Throwing an assist takes trust, IQ, and total confidence in your decision. And the greatest one? My pass to Leitner in '92 wasn't too bad. Continental, the smart choice in tires.
At Therabody, we believe that everybody deserves a chance to keep going, keep dancing, keep celebrating, and reuniting.
It's never too late to rise. You got that fire in you. It's never too late to rise.
Because everybody is a Therabody.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
I need to try it first.
The reason I say I play basketball for my mother is really because she was the one who got me into this. She's the reason I fell in love with the game. She introduced me to it. She kind of was my first coach. You know, I also play basketball just to make sure I can give her an easy life, you know. Just trying to make sure my mom can just live a peaceful, happy, and as easy of a life as she could possibly live.
The relationship that Dereck and I have is a unique one. I think I'm gonna start crying. His father passed away about, I'm gonna say 5 weeks or so before he turned 8. And so it was just him and I. And we went through everything together. Taught him good, taught him bad. I mean, he figured it out. We did it together. He's had to grow up much quicker than most kids have to. It's impressive to see what he's done. And I think both of us just knew it was just the two of us. And we're gonna stick together through thick and thin and just get through it. And we have.
You know, I'm a mama's boy, of course, but being able to just have my mom in my corner is something that I don't think I could live without.
Dereck's father, although he was in his life for a short period of time, the relationship that the two of them had was pretty cool. I mean, he loved his father, and he still does. He misses him every day.
No matter where you go in my family, someone in my family is going to say I either act, sound, or look like my father. I know a little bit about my dad. You know, I was able to be with him for 7 years of my life before he passed away, but he was always just like a goofy, happy, loud, and big, obnoxious guy, you know? I feel like I feel those shoes to the T. This is my first ever tattoo. It says his name, his birth, and his death. Whenever my dad first passed away, my entire family didn't have enough money to even give my father a gravestone. So I felt like when I was 16, the first thing I could do to remember him is to put his name attached to me, because I'm the second, you know? I'm the next Dereck that's going through life. So I feel like I should just bring him along with me. Ever since around 2013, that's when she was diagnosed, I found myself having to step up, being able to be the man of the house since my father's gone. No matter if that's running to go get her some food, running to CVS to get her medicine, walking home from school, taking care of the dogs, I just found myself doing more at a young age.
He's also the reason that I keep fighting every day, going through my cancer and fighting that. He says I'm his reason, well, he's mine. My son already became a statistic once by being raised by a single mother. I wasn't gonna have him be another statistic. I'll fight tooth and nail, day and night, beginning to end. That's all we know.
Oh, it was rough, man. Being able to see my mother at points where doesn't have enough energy to get out of bed. I have to make food sometimes. I have to go get fast food so that she could eat, so that I can eat. That's some things you never expect to do at 9 years old. Instead of just going off and being a kid, going off to go have fun with your friends, you got to make sure you're staying home and just making sure my mom's staying comfortable.
How he's helped me battle, it's every day. And the maturity that he chose to have when we fought this together, because it wasn't just me that fought it, we fought it together. And in order for my son not to have to be worried, I couldn't be worried either. So whenever I talked to him about what happened, I was like, honey, I got this. This is nothing. I got it. We'll be good. And he believed me. We don't curl up in a corner and say, why me? Neither one of us know how to do that.
We're not the type of family to sit there and be like, why me? Why us? Why are we going through this? We're a family to just kind of accept what's happening and just deal with it and to move on.
What's the obstacle in front of us? How do we get through it? And how do we get through it for the better on the other side? Like, where's the light at the end of that tunnel?
She's been in remission since August 8th of 2022. We've been going through this for 10 years now. So being able to see my mom finally start to get back to the way she was, it's just been a huge sigh of relief.
We've had a lot of guys come through our program that have special relationships with their mom. I don't know that's anyone more special than the relationship that Dereck has with his mom, Kathy. And Dereck has been there every step of the way, and Kathy, Dereck has always come first for her.
Dereck is we're from the same backyard, so to see his relationship with his mom and to see her toughness, I know that makes him stronger. When I get to spend time with his mom, with him, I always appreciate it because the relationship they have is beautiful.
It says a lot about Kathy and Dereck with the amount of things that have been thrown Dereck's way at such a young age. He has been tough as could be, happy as could be, and it's all because of his mom.
With the NIL, I was fortunate enough to start putting a little bit of money in my pocket. Whenever I started to realize I was in a position to make money, I went on my notes app and I wrote down 3 things. And those are the 3 things that I was gonna buy first. I was gonna get my dad a tombstone. The second thing was, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure my mom is comfortable and get what she needs. As soon as I got, my first check coming in, I was able to buy my father a tombstone for his grave. And, I feel like that was a big step, but a big statement in my family to finally be able to mark where he's buried. So in that, I spoiled my mom. That's the truth. I've been fortunate enough to get my mom a house, and I made sure I got my priorities done first, make sure I took care of the people who was taking care of me for these 18 years before I even did anything for myself.
Dereck is very much a family guy. And there really is something special here for the support that Duke has shown, not only Dereck, but myself as I've been going through things. It's all about family.
Seeing Kathy come to his games and seeing her surprise him earlier this year, it's a special thing for us to see.
What I care about is winning. So whenever we win, no matter what game I have, no matter if it was good or bad, I'm happy.
Forget the player that he is. He's an incredible talent. He's been a great player for us, but he's just got a special heart. He has a charismatic personality where he's always upbeat, has a smile on his face. There's nobody that doesn't like being around Dereck because he brings the best out of you. I'm just so proud of him and what he stands for and who he's been as a person in his time at Duke.
Feel a little bit of success. It's a great feeling to get some wins done. I know me and my teammates each day are doing what we can, doing what we should be doing to make sure we get better so that we can make this long run that we need.
That's just who he is. He is my son, so I'd like to think the energy came from me, but it also probably came from his dad. Nobody's really crying in the corner or saying, why me, or why this happened, why? Just get up, brush it off, and move on. The energy is infectious, and it helps. So it's positive, and that's just the person that he is. And to know that that's my boy, I'm very blessed to have that.
Mom means the world to me. Mom is the reason why I breathe every day. She's my best friend. She's my #1 cheerleader and my worst critic. And I feel like if I didn't have that relationship, I wouldn't be able to be in the position I am today. So I just want to say thank you, Mom, and I love you, Mom.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. See what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. There's a great selection in stock. Get F-150 with 0.9% for 60 months plus $1,500 bonus cash and take advantage of complimentary premium maintenance care offers.
I wanted to work with a supplier partner I respect.
I wanted a partner who respected me.
We needed a partner with employees who care as much as we do.
We needed a partner who values relationships.
I wanted a partner that would help me grow my business.
We needed a partner that would help us succeed.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.
There's a reason every Odyssey is named after the Odyssey. Because the world's most famous story isn't about staying put. It's about being there. So for those who want a story to tell, we have a world full of places to start.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
One of my favorite moments as a coach was beating Gonzaga to go to the Final Four in 2015. You know, they had a great team, and that group went through a lot of adversity, you know, with Tyus Jones and Jahlil Okafor, Justice Winslow, Emile Jefferson, Matt Jones, and those guys. And it was a really hard-fought game back and forth, and we felt like there was a big hump to get over. And so we got to the Final Four, and once you get there, anything can happen. But that was a moment I'll never forget, winning in Houston, Justice Winslow's hometown. That was a special moment I'll never forget.
Winslow holds outside the arc now. He's going to take Sabonis to the rack. High arching shot off the glass. Good. This one is over. Duke 33-4 with only 3 turnovers in this ball game. A season low for the Blue Devils. And there's hugs all around for Blue Devil faithful.
It's Duke and Tennessee, and off we go from Orlando. Roach to the left, there's Filipowski. Off of a screen set by Lively. Wants to drive, in on Adu, spins on him, off the window and in! Flip has 9, it's a 4-point game. Shakes loose to the left, Proctor probing, left elbow jumper, give it to him! Proctor cooking, he's got 16, and it's a 5-point game with 6 minutes to go. 10-point game, Proctor across midcourt, 2:20 to go. Off of a screen set by Lively, drives, kicks to the right, Roach. Got in on Vescovy, rises up in the paint and rattles it home. But with 48.8 to go, this Blue Devil winning streak looks like it's going to be halted at 10, and the group huddled up at the top of the key. Heartbreak for the Blue Devils in the second round of the NCAA tournament. And they fall 65-52. They will finish the season at 27-9.
Well, the tournament's amazing. It's also cruel because you never know when your last game could be. You know, you're planning on being there for 3 weeks, and it can be 1 weekend, it can be 2. It would be amazing to be 3, but when that does happen, it's so abrupt, and you don't think about the end. It's different than, you know, college football. You know, Coach Elko knows that bowl game they're playing, and that's the last game that they have. Where for us, it's unknown. So you're all in on the moment. You're all in on thinking about winning, and it's just a shocker when you lose. There's a lot of tears in the locker room. There was a lot of guys that were hugging each other. You know, they love each other, and just really disappointed we couldn't get the win. I felt really bad for Mark Mitchell because Mark has been an absolute warrior for us, and we found out right before the game he wasn't going to be able to go, and I thought that really hurt us with our normal. We finally got in a routine of rotations of how we sub, and of course the play that he has on the court. Missed him. I thought Tennessee was great. And, you know, they're very physical. Kamwa had one of his best games in his career, scoring 27 points, 3 threes, and sometimes you have to tip your cap when a player has a game like that, and he sure did.
I'll trade you Gatorade, bro. Yes, sir, from Punch. I remember way back when. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Cinema Brooklyn has done it. And everybody say, I remember way back when.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the game when you're having fun.
I remember way back when.
We still believe in the American dream.
A dream filled with promise. A dream filled with commitment to our neighbors and our communities.
Where we work hard and succeed together.
Where we take care of those who serve for us.
SRS delivers with integrity and purpose.
Through the fastest growing family of independents in the country.
Company by company.
Person by person.
Rooftop by rooftop.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers dreams.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. See what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. There's a great selection in stock. Get F-150 with 0.9% for 60 months plus $1,500 bonus cash and take advantage of complimentary premium maintenance care offers.
In transition, scoops it up, counted, and a chance for 3. Jeremy Roach doing work in the Garden. The lead is 12 and a steal by Young. Pick the pocket, and here's Whitehead the other way to lay it in on the right. It's stolen by Filipowski, a chance to run, and he'll punch it down with the right hand. Filipowski the rebound. In transition, on the drive, feed it to Lively, what a catch. Then it's to Filipowski to rock the rim. Timeout, Pittsburgh! Karen Russ! 3 seconds, headed the other way. Oh! A right-handed punch to finish it off. 13 seconds to go, 12 and 11 on Roach. He lost it! Roach a theft, and he's fouled! 9.6 to go. Welcome back, Jeremy Roach. Proctor with 3 and 2. Filipowski at 3. Big time! 73-66, 46.2 to go. Flip a dagger in the final minute. Love across traffic. In on Lively. Oh, what a rejection! My goodness! Dancing drives on Nance off the window. No, Lively to clean it up. Throw it down. Duke by 2. 1:32 to go. Don't have to go for the three here, but they've hit him tonight. Roach on the drive. Turn the corner on Dunn. Out for Proctor to the right. Grandison to tie. Give it to him. He drives inside. Step through. Lively got a piece. They fight for the rebound. Proctor out of there with it. A chance to run. Hit ahead for Roach on the left. Lob it to Mitchell. Soaring in for 2 more.
There are 2 really huge plays that I don't know that will be talked about in the way that it should. Mark Mitchell's block at Boston College to save the game, and that happened right after flips, getting the loose ball, and then making 2 free throws. 2 of the biggest plays all season. That was a huge moment for our team. And then Mark Mitchell's corner 3 against Notre Dame. It's a 1-point game, puts it to 4 with 10 seconds or under. That was a big deal. A big deal. So those are 2 of my favorite plays from the year.
In to shoot for Roach, 52 seconds to go. Jeremy gets the screen, turns it down on the drive, in on Bacon, scoop it up and in! Roach did it again! He's got 10 and the lead is 3. 12 seconds to go. We're down to 10 seconds. It's Love on the left for 3 to tie. No, the rebound for Lively. Behind the pack, it's Filipowski. He'll drive in, and the Blue Devils lead by 5. 2.2 to go. A knockout blow for Flip in the deep dome. Pushed in the back, no whistle. 10 to shoot. Cross court. Proctor a 3. Give it to him.
The freshman drains one right in front of the Duke bench just when Duke needed it most.
Well, the next month or so, it's really important. The main thing is giving all our energy to our players. They have, they're all in different situations. They each have their own race to run, but making sure that they have the information they need. If it's making a decision going pro, it's also discussing goals for next year, also debriefing what was good about this year and what wasn't. But it's all about our players fulfilling our roster, making sure we have the best team in place possible, with also the best cohesion and chemistry, which we had this year. And that's really important that we dive in and make sure we have a great group coming back for next year.